just get right into it. You can see the title of this video, and you know we're talking about new cars. Basically, let's roll it on back to where this kind of all started. 4.5 years ago, pretty much, it was in May of 2014, I purchased this car, and I didn't pick it up till June. So I've had it almost 4.5 years. It's a long time to have a car, especially for like someone like me, who's a pretty big car guy. So, 4.5 years ago, I could pretty much barely afford this car. I was just out of college, I had student loans, I had a good job lined up, but this was still pretty much stretching my budget. That's why mods and everything took so long on this car and everything. I really just couldn't afford it at the time. Well, fast forward to now, I still really enjoy this car and I enjoy driving it. But just because you enjoy a car doesn't mean you can't get rid of it and try something new. And I think I want to try something new. And fast forward 4.5 years later to today, and I'm really lucky. I've got a very good job. I have lots of stuff paid off. I can definitely afford a lot more car, a lot more things, and possibly with what I buy, modify quickly if I do want to modify. So that brings us to present day of getting a new car. Here's where the problem starts. I've been looking at cars a lot online, and I want pretty much something that's faster and a manual transmission. That's pretty hard to find nowadays. Both of those, something faster than this with the manual. I've been looking at cars, and I even went to some dealerships and looked at some cars. This right here is something that I looked at last week, was a Ford Focus RS in my area. Now, that's very similar to my car. I have a stage 1 tune, for anybody that doesn't remember. It's still not as fast as what a stock RS would be, but it's closer. So it really isn't that much different than what I'm driving right now. And that's where a lot of other things come in. The Supra is something I really want, the new one, if it was a manual. The fact that there is no manual, there's rumors that maybe a couple years down the line, Toyota might. They said they have a manual developed. They might put it in. Who knows? That's the problem. I really don't want an automatic. And that's where this whole dilemma starts. There's stuff faster than this with manuals, like a Golf R, but still kind of similar. I want something maybe a little different. There's probably like 4 cars right now that I would buy instantly if they came in manuals. Infiniti Q60 Red Sport, twin turbo V6, 400 horsepower, came in manual, I would have bought that. The Kia Stinger and the Genesis G70, both of them have the twin turbo V6 that looks awesome, that I would buy if they had a manual with that engine. The Stinger has no manual. The Genesis G70 has a manual only on the turbo form. This is really where these dilemmas come in. So I really don't know what to do. I want a new car, but I don't know what to get. I really don't know what to get. So now, reason 2 I want a new car. Reason 1 was really new experience, something a little faster, more fun, something different. I want to change it up, get something a little different. I still want something really sporty, something that's not practical, is completely fine with me. I don't have kids. I don't have. I don't need back seats really. If it's not a huge deal. So, reason number 2 is this car is probably going to need stuff done to it. It's got 63,000 miles right now. I got the brakes done last year. Well, it was this year technically. It was like 6 months ago. It's at 63,000 miles. I'm supposed to do a 60,000 mile, kind of all-encompassing maintenance thing, whatever. So that's due. Clutch actually still works fine. About a year ago, I did an update. I don't know which update video it was, and it was in the winter, and the clutch was being a little weird. It seemed to be not grabbing as good as it should have, maybe because it was cold, but this whole summer it's been completely fine. But 60,000 miles, I don't know how long this clutch is supposed to last, how long it should last, but I'm thinking, definitely before probably 100,000 I'll need a new clutch, possibly before 80,000, coming up on that. I need new tires. My winters I think are still good, but my summers are definitely pretty worn down, and I believe one of them is slightly out of balance, so I need to get new tires anyway, so I'll get new tires, balance them, and everything. So that's kind of where this comes from. And other maintenance might be needed too. I know with direct injection engines, sometimes you actually want to, I know the valves get a little bit of carbon buildup. I forget what it is, but a lot of people say you want to get that cleaned, especially at 60,000 miles. That's something I should probably do. So at this point, I could trade this into a dealer and get something else and avoid a lot of that those maintenance costs. But like I said, I really don't know what to get. So anyway, I need your help recommending stuff that's a manual. I would get an automatic. I just really, really don't want to. I really don't want to get an automatic. And that's why the Focus RS was kind of like one of the few things I could figure out. Because like I said, a Golf R, not much faster, and it's not much different. STI, I just don't want the old EJ engine. I kind of want some newer technology engines, not something that is that much older. And again, it's extremely similar to what I own now. I could do stuff to this car, mods, but I want to, everything I have on this car is just a axle back exhaust, an intake, a tune, is there anything else? I have the headlights, which I can unbolt pretty fast. I can part all that stuff out, undo it, in one day I can take all it off, part it out, bring it back to stock perfectly fine, no problem. Once I start going the stage 2 route, that's a lot more stuff that I don't really feel comfortable doing myself when it comes to like turbo back exhaust, a front mount, anything like that, and stuff that I don't feel comfortable taking off. And that's just a lot more money, a lot more work sunk into this. I might just get something new and I can sink money into that right away. So anyway, it's probably getting lengthy. We're gonna cut it off here. I need your help. I wanna know if you can think of anything that's a manual and faster. Used market I'm fine with too, but hopefully nothing too used, too many miles on it. I really just don't know. But anyway, aside from that, there's gonna be some more videos coming out. Especially, there's gonna be a video kind of who I am, because I get a lot of questions about that on Instagram, and they're like, oh, you're from Cincy, I see that in your videos. What do you do, who are you, etc. I'm gonna do one of those, and that's gonna explain actually a lot about this channel going forward, because I'm gonna have a lot more time. There's a ton of life stuff going on. So we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna do an actual update on this car video. I'm gonna do a headlight video on the new SubiSpeed headlights. It's been about a year. There's a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm pretty excited for it. And I'm excited to get a new car because also there's so much I wanna do with this channel and video and stuff. So if I get a new car, there's so much more I can do. Anyway, let me know, because I think I wanna buy something probably by next summer. The Supra will be out. Should be out next summer. And there's rumors of like a Golf R, a new Golf R being out with 400 horsepower. So we'll see where it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Let me know what I should get. See ya.